What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. I hope you guys having a fantastic day wherever you guys might be. Today's video, we're going to be playing MW3. As you guys know, MW3 beta is going to be on today. But I wanted to go ahead and show you guys this gameplay of the Ground War. And today we're going to be talking about one of the most controversial talk in Call of Duty history, which is Sbmm, skill-based matchmaking. As you guys know, skill-based matchmaking has been one of the most serious topic in Call of Duty, at least in the past few games, especially in the recent games, probably the last 3 that we had, where people, basically the community is being demanding for the developers to remove skill-based matchmaking. Now, one of the reasons that I think that the developers still have skill-based matchmaking implemented into the game is because recently, as you guys know, it is a lot of content creators, there's a lot of pro Call of Duty players, and it's a lot of great players in general that just play Call of Duty in the daily basic. Now we got some of the other players, the average players and the people below average that play Call of Duty, and they tend to actually get dropped. They're just not good, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like one of the reasons why the developers keep skill-based matchmaking is because they want to give some of these people a chance, and they want people to play, you know, with their own skill. The problem is that a lot of people are talking about is that people that have, you know, above average skills, or, you know, really good players, they have a hard time because they're playing against people with their skill or people that have like a little bit better skills than they play. Alright, and what I mean by that, you guys, is if you really think about it, like let's just throw an example right here. So let's say you're a 2.0 KD player. So your KD ratio is 2.0. So basically, when you jump into a match, you're gonna play with people with similar skills, people that are either 2.0 or higher. You know, sometimes you will get with people that are, you know, lower level than you, but for the most part, skill-based matchmaking put you with people based on your skill level or people with higher skills. So if I were to jump in a game against myself, as good as I am, if I'm playing against somebody basically like me, basically I'm playing against the exact same skills that I have. Basically, it's gonna be a sweaty lobby. You're gonna have a situation where it's like, it's more like whoever shoots first, or, you know, getting lucky or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times that actually becomes kind of annoying because skill-based matchmaking makes the game more hard, because you're always constantly playing against people with similar skills or higher skill, instead of, you know, at least get people that are beneath you as far as like skills, and then you can actually have a good time. Because the whole thing about playing Call of Duty is not just, you know, competing, it's actually having a good time. And one of the ways that we actually have a good time, you guys, is when we actually, like, you know, drop bodies. Like if we're getting a lot of kills and we get a loot, or, you know, whatever the case might be, we get bot lobbies. Basically, that's how you have fun, because you're getting a lot of kills. But the moment that everything becomes hard and sweaty, now you kind of like getting hectic, you getting mad, and those are the times where a lot of people like, yo, forget this game, I don't like this game no more, because no one wants to be in a lobby where everybody is like constantly trying so hard to get killed, and then you constantly have to try, you gotta try even harder to actually get some kills, and that becomes kind of annoying. Like, you can't just go in there and relax and just have fun, and now actually have to sweat just to get some kills. So skill-based matchmaking has been one of the things that is basically going to be ruining MW3, because the MW3 actually implemented skill-based matchmaking, and now we're in a situation where we're going to be on a sweaty lobby every single time. I promise you guys, as much changes as they did on Modern Warfare 3, if they would have kept, you know, if they would have took off skill-based matchmaking, Sbmm on Modern Warfare 3, I promise you guys, this would have been the best Call of Duty. Now, it's all the flaws that this game actually have. One of the biggest thing that people care about is skill-based matchmaking. Now, as far as, like, you know, slight cancellation, you know, the movements and things like that, we care about all of that, you guys. And I'm telling you, that coming back into the game is a plus for the game. But if you still have skill-based matchmaking, Now you're gonna have people doing the movements that made you actually get rid of, you know, slide cancellation in the movement speed. One of the reasons why Activision, one of the reasons why Infinity Ward got rid of, you know, slide cancellation and the movement speed and all that stuff is because people was taking advantage of the movements and then start actually dropping major kills, and then the people with less skills was paying for that. The people with less skills that weren't good, you know, doing some of these movements and slide cancellations and things like that, they're the one who start suffering as far as like their KD. They'll jump into a match, man, they drop what, 4 or 5 kills, while they, you know, probably die like 20 times. Like, you don't want to jump into a match, die 40 times, and only drop 5 kills. At the end of the day, that's not gonna have fun. Now, everything else in the game, as far as, what do you say, graphics, gameplay, weapons, even the UI that looks nice. The UI still look kind of similar to MW2, which I feel like they should have changed it a lot more than what it is right now. Even the gunsmith looks absolutely the same as the one we had before, and this is why a lot of people feel like this was an expansion as opposed to a full game, because you guys literally copying a lot of stuff that you had in MW2 as far as like the way you had things set up. I feel like they would have changed the UI a lot more than, you know, what it was. I think like that would actually make a lot more sense. And then the major thing, once again, if you know, get rid of skill-based matchmaking, I feel like that right there would have made the game a lot better. Now, I remember back in the days when we didn't have skill-based matchmaking, it was so much fun because you were playing with people with a whole bunch of different skills. People with no skills, people with skills, people with average skills, people with above average skills. It's random. And then if it's random, at least you have a chance. And again, I get it. They don't want people with higher skill going into a lobby with people that don't have no skills, and then next thing you know, they completely taking advantage of the lobby. I get that, but at the same time, you only punishing one side of, you know, the equation. You only punishing the people that have great skills because you putting them on sweaty lobbies. You know what I'm saying? We're not, the people with, you know, lower level skills not getting punished with that. I got friends. If you guys think about it, do you have a friend that, you know, jump into a match and then they be like, yo man, I dropped 50 kills, 40 kills, and then you watch the gameplay, you realize that the reason why they dropped that many kills is because the people that they were on the lobby with weren't even that good. So that's what I'm saying. Like, the people with less skills, they don't have a problem with that because they can always just play well with people with similar skills or less skills than they have. Now, people with our skill base, we the one who actually have a hard time because our skills are so high that it constantly put us with people with really high skill base, and then now we're playing with people with similar skill base, and it becomes a really sweaty lobby where everybody's going to try hard, everybody's like super trying to, you know, slide, you know, mess up the camera view and do all these crazy trick shots and all this stuff, quick scoping. I mean, you know, you name it, you guys. There's just so many things that people do nowadays when it comes to like the skills. You guys know all the streamers and all the stuff that they, because they're playing the game 24/7. They're playing the game every single day. So we're actually in a disadvantage if you have less skills. But now that you have a lot of skills, we're in a disadvantage because we're playing with people with similar skills. But when I mean like the people with less skills are in disadvantage, because I know I just mentioned that, I'm talking about like if you jump into a match and you play against somebody that has like a whole bunch of skills, you know what I'm saying? Because the people with higher skill got put in a lobby with people less skills. Now the people with lower skills, now they're gonna be dying a lot because that one person is really good in their lobby. But what I'm saying is that doesn't happen often. That doesn't happen often to them because he always gonna do that skill-based matchmaking. But with us, with people with higher skill and above skills, we constantly had to be on a lobby that is like really high. I remember recently I was playing MW2 and I was getting into lobbies where we got people that was like level 1000, 1040, 1050, whatever. I'm like level 700, 800 because I don't play as much as they do. But the fight I didn't get with nobody below my level was absolutely insane, you guys. So anyway, I feel like this is one of the things that's going to be ruined. You know, the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I feel like this is a big mistake. I mean, I think like they would have nailed this if they would have just did skill-based matchmaking. You know, like take it off. I think they would have nailed this game. I think that was that one thing that would just like, imagine this, if they announced like, okay, MW3, by the way, no skill-based matchmaking, I'm telling you the community will go crazy. But like I said, we have it, and now we got to see how we're gonna adjust to it, because as you know, every time you play well, every time you play good, the better you play, the worse it gets for you. So if you jump into a lobby and you get like a really high kill, you know, score towards the end, where you like, okay, out of everybody you drop 80 kills, everybody else drop like 20, 30, 40, and then the next match you do the same thing. I guarantee you the following match you're gonna be dying so much, because you're gonna get into a lobby where people are just like going absolutely crazy, and that's the problem with skill-based matchmaking. But anyway, man, let me know what you guys think, whatever you guys, you know, any opinion you guys have, let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you guys don't miss any of our future videos. And we'll see you guys next time in the next one.
Friendly UAV online.